In Milan, Michigan, just outside of Detroit, there's an 8th mile drag strip known as Durana Dragway. Today, it's the site for a $125,000 to win IHRA Outlaw Pro Mod Nationals. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen alongside my good buddies Ken Stout and Tommy Johnson Jr. Ken, big money on the line for these guys.
Oh, yeah, and it's brought out the hitters. I mean, everybody's here. Nice 32-car field. Everybody had a chance to come out here and qualify not once, not twice, like typically with an IHRA National event, but they'll get 3 looks at this track. So they'll be able to really dial these cars in. And I would think during that night session, which will follow where eliminations will be on Saturday night, but that night session, the times will really tumble. I'm looking forward to this.
And Tommy, he mentioned it already, some really big names in this field.
Yeah, we've got all the best of Pro Mod here. We got a unique situation. We had a lot of guys here that weren't here just 2 weeks ago. We ran a race here. The guys that were, they've got a lot of data. They've got a little head start on everybody. They're going to come out swinging. Like you said, we're going to start in the daytime. We're going to go to the nighttime in the qualifying. Race day will be the same format. They're going to go good in the sun. They're going to get even better during the night. It's going to be a great show.
Well, let's get to the action.
As the burnouts begin here, Callie Mills and Robert Davis will do battle.
Callie started racing at the age of 8 in a junior dragster, moved up to X275, no prep kings, and now Pro Mod.
Callie ran a 368 first round. Nice solid run where a lot of guys were having trouble, and she seemed to continue to go down the racetrack.
Good look at that American Pride Golf Cart's backed entry of hers.
But she comes into this round and doesn't have lane choice. 365, Robert Davis.
Yeah, number 7 and number 10 qualifiers. I mean, both cars very fast, both cars very good.
Davis coming out of Pensacola, Florida. There he sits. Callie out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma.
Callie's car straight as a string, doing exactly what it needs to do. She will get the win here. A great ET with a 362. An 046 light had her behind at the starting line. Robert Davis did a great job with an 011 light, but then the car went over towards the center line and finally had to get out of the throttle.
The key to today's racing and getting those round wins seems to be going down the track and going straight down the track without having to pedal. Kaylee's car made a little bit of a move to the left, but she was able to pull it right back. Robert Davis, his car makes a hard move to the left, and he has to shut the thing off.
Burnout's done here. Wes DiStefano will line up in the near lane. Jeff Rudolph in the far lane. Rudolph at 029 light in round number 1. Wes an 026 light.
Tommy, you talk about distractions at the line. Corey Bailey over there with Jeff's car, he's the shooter. And I was asking Jeff about that because Corey's doing all kinds of hand signals and everything. But Jeff is on the radio with the crew chief. And he said, I can't look out the window at Corey because I just start cracking up. He said, so I got to pretend like he's not there and just focus on the driving.
Yeah, I think he's probably become so used to it, it doesn't even notice it anymore. It's just, now if he wasn't there, that's probably what
that would get him more,
that
right?
would get him, yeah. Yeah, these two guys come in really close into the second round, but it's not with great ETs. 4:15, I think a 4:17 was what the first round times were. I mean, they're close, but they weren't outstanding numbers, but they both got them down there and got the win. So I don't see a 4:15 winning this round.
Yeah, no way. Both pedaling those cars, as you talked about, doing a great driving job to get it to the stripe.
The Ghetto Sleigh and the Hurst Olds are ready to go. Oh, man.
Yeah, good side-by-side battle here. And unfortunately for Wes, he's going to be a little bit tardy. Jeff Rudolph's going to get the win, 368 with a 6, and 026 light better at both ends of the track here.
Shooters coming back.
Just like we've seen in the last few weeks, the guys get a couple qualifying runs in there. This time they got 3, but as the weekend goes along, you get more data, more data. We see them go through the eliminations and get quicker and quicker and quicker. They all struggled this first round, all coming back this second round and getting the tune-up figured out. A lot better second round runs.
Callie Mills, 362 in the heat. You're happy with it. Walk me through that pass.
So I got up there. It was hot. It's so hot. We lost lane choice first round because he went faster than us, but I have all the faith in Lee White and this car and this team. So, yeah, did the burnout. Everything was good. Just ran down there. I never asked what the car's going to run. I just let the guys do their thing, and I do my job on the tree, and hopefully we can come out on top. But great pass. This thing is driving. I mean, it's so much fun to drive. I'm just having a great time. This is a dream come true for me, you know. Since I was a little kid, I've just wanted to drive pro mods. So definitely just taking it round by round. I know there's 125,000 reasons why we need to continue doing what we're doing, but I have the best team behind me: Redline Oil, Mills Truck and Tractor Service, American Pride Golf Carts, Don Baskin Truck Sales, Goodridge, Stroud Safety for all your safety needs, and Renegade Race Fuels. Nothing stopping us today.
Y'all just heard it right there. Nothing stopping Callie Mills today.
Tommy, you know what I really like about listening to Callie? She sounds very calm, very mild-mannered today. She's just having a good time. She's in the zone.
Yeah, every time we've seen her, she's calm, cool, and collected.
And that 62 is low ET of the day. Excellent job. As we bring up our next pair, Joe Winsley, as you recall, lined up alongside Disco Dean. And if you look at his numbers, you see the reaction time, 0.93. Keep in mind, he really had no competition over there, so probably laid off a little bit. Put a 373 on the board, though, and that would be a little behind Kenny Q here at a 368. Quartuccio lined up in the far lane. Joel Winsley in the near lane as they inch them forward for the pre-stage pole.
Kenny Q winning the 2025 Drag Illustrated Winter Series.
Screwblower in the far lane, Pro Charger in the near lane. This is going to be all Kenny Q here as he puts one together. 369, and right there with his round one performance of a 368. So nicely done there. He'll move on into round number 3.
We're yet to see a really close race in the first round or second round. We're seeing one of the cars having trouble, but one of the teams is getting it figured out. So this is it's going to be interesting to see if both cars can pick it up.
And let's go to the lanes with Sarah Daly.
All right, thanks, guys. Joined now by Toyota Row. The heat's picking up. Going into this next round, what are your first thoughts here?
Track's hot, but Kaylee Mills just made a really good run, so it shows that the track's still there for us to better our run from last round and just try to take it one round at a time.
What is it like to have your family here and make this a full family affair? Because I love seeing all the kids out here with you and everything. It just has to mean the world.
Yeah, it does. This is actually my daughter's first race, so it was huge. She's 3 weeks old this week, and it's a real joy to have the whole family here.
Well, congratulations on the new addition.
Thank you.
Good luck. Be safe. Kristen?
Thanks, Sarah. We got Jeff Rudolph up here. You said you felt good that pass. The car felt good. What are you liking that's going right now?
I'm liking the car right now. We struggled a little bit on that first round. Thought it shook. It didn't. It was me. I pulled a dumb move and pulled the wheel to the left, and I'll take blame for that one. That's what we do here. We fess up when we make mistakes, and we learn from it. I just positioned my arm different than I normally do, and the car went left. But this round right here, put it right back where it usually goes, and straight down the track it went. And Brandon Strout put a nice little tune in there. Nice A to B, and we're off to round 3.
Well, congratulations on a great run, Jeff Rudolph. We're going down to staging to talk to Sarah. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Christian. Joined now by Jason Harris. Thoughts heading into this next round real quick?
Just try to do the best we can, just try to be on the tree and make a good run. The track's getting kind of tricky, but I've seen some good runs. But right now, we just try to do the best we can and party time, move it on. Kai's a tough competitor, so it should be a good drag race.
All right, as always, I appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
Stay with us. We'll be right back to Durana Dragway. Welcome back to Durana Dragway. Let's get back to the racing action.
Race day, man. Make it happen. Taking a look at Bubba Green. Bubba Green will line up alongside the #1 qualifier and Randy Weatherford. Bubba last time out struggled. Got away with one. Randy, of course, he had the bye run as Goolsby was not able to make the call. He put a 366 on the board. Weatherford trying to keep this streak alive. We'll see if he can do so.
Can you take a good look at those headers coming out on Bubba's car that Scotty Cannon designed? And you and I had the exact same thought at first when we saw him. Hey, are you getting any performance out of it? And if you're not, that's still okay because you got everybody talking about it, which has got them focused on that and maybe not what you're doing somewhere else on the car.
Great diversion tactic, right? Like take the rags and put it over the intake manifold and all the games are being played somewhere else.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know what's underneath the rag, you know?
You would never do anything like that, would you, Tommy? Play games like that? No.
You hide stuff, that's for sure.
Can't give it all away.
Yeah.
No.
Weatherford, he's telling them right how it is, what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's a hearts charger on there, boys. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm running good. Hearts charger.
Randy, of course, lined up in the far lane. And Bubba Green, as we talked about before, working along with Scotty Cannon, the brother of Scotty Cannon. That car heavily dictated by Scotty Cannon, working with the Montana brothers, race car builders. Basically went to them because they would work with Scotty. And a lot of chassis builders won't do that.
And he says it runs more like a funny car.
Yeah, and that's exactly what, talking to the Montana brothers, that's exactly right. The front end of this thing has a little more flex to it than some of the other cars.
See if it works here.
See the difference there at the starting line, and that car is going to take the win. A 004 light at the hit of the throttle is a nice advantage over an 055 light. Puts a 366 on the board to follow that up and takes the win. Goes into round number 3. The #1 qualifier still alive.
Randy Weatherford, he's ready to win this race. You can tell. Killer light. Car's been running great. It was running great last weekend. It's running great this weekend. You want to talk about somebody with confidence in their car? That's that guy right there. He's going in as a favorite.
Me and Ken Q are up here bonding over how hot it is. You're from Connecticut, not used to the heat, but you just put down a pretty decent run, 368. As the track cools down, what do you think that car has in it?
Oh, that car can go 57. I mean, in the Florida season, we were 50 car all the time. So I think now that we kind of got a handle on it, but we got to be careful. I think you're going to see some fast stuff tonight. I'll tell you that. But I'm not doing any more interviews. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Whoever owns IHRA, I need some kind of tent here because this poor girl is burning and I'm not feeling the love. So that's what I request.
Can I second that, please? Thank you. Ken Q.
I know he was giving some love to CTR race cars as well. So, yeah, they have that car performing very, very well. As we watch that beautiful 57 back up, driven by Randy Adler. One of our upsets there in round number 1.
He's the upset king. 2 weeks ago, taking out the #1 qualifier, coming in here today, and another upset. So, yeah, this guy's the one you got to watch. He's the one that sneaks up on you. But he's got a, it'll be another upset if he can win this round. It will definitely be another upset.
Yeah, Randy Edler qualifying number 21 will line up alongside the number 5 qualifier, and Robin Roberts. Of course, Robin Roberts, absolutely brutal out here. Very, very fast car.
Adler's got 2 Super Chevy Nitro Coupe championships, 2 fastest street car titles, and a CarCraft All-Star team.
Last time out for Robin Roberts, a 372, had an 030 light.
I was actually kind of surprised by that. I thought he would run in the 60s, so I'm sure they went back and had to look at the data and say, okay, why didn't this? I'm sure they were going up there to go to 60 because a lot of cars were, and 72 is, he's like, oh, okay, we got to figure this out.
Yeah, especially if we saw a handful of cars in the 60s right off the bat there in the beginning of round number 1, but then everybody kind of struggled with that track, so maybe they pulled it back just a little bit.
True. We're about to find out.
Yes, we are. We know it's in there. If you're sitting here looking at the back of the cars, you'd think Roberts was just dead late, but he was not. An 011 light is right on the money. However, Randy Adler was going after him and was early by 10th.
I think they got the tune-up figured out. 363.
Yeah. Second quick here in this round, and right at the top for the day. I mean, it's a beautiful hit. Another look here. Look at that thing just lift the front tire right up out of the beam. Beautiful job.
Move that car is.
That'll bring up Kai Kelly, and Kai Kelly definitely picking up the pace there a little bit earlier. Struggled in qualifying. Trying to find the performance inside of this car. He'll need it here against a very tough Jason Harris.
Yeah, Kai did a good job of driving that car last round. Had to pedal it, get it down there. Still run a 380, but Jason Harris 366 coming out of the first round with lane choice. Putting Kai over there and telling him where he's going.
Yeah, number 2 qualifier, and I think he said he's been here the last 3 weekends.
Yeah, he told me. He said, man, I didn't know I was going to be on the road this much.
Party time car in the far lane. Well, I'll tell you what, man, Kai Kelly right there beside him all the way through. An 034 light to an 021 for Jason Harris, and Harris puts a 367 on the board. That'll be good enough to take the win and go into round 3.
Yeah, early in the round we talked about how one car had the track figured out and we were getting one car down and one having trouble, but now as we go on, we're starting to see side-by-side races, and that was a great side-by-side race. Jason Harris, just a consistent race car. 66 first round, 67 this round. Just doing what it takes to get each round win.
Yeah, Kai Kelly finding some performance there. Just didn't have quite enough in this particular round.
Robin Roberts, you just ran a 363, and from the looks of it, you think that car has a little more into it, huh?
Yeah, we're just beginning to get that chassis right and getting it to run right. We have a great team, man. They're my buddies from high school, and we've been racing on the streets for 20 years, or 20-some years. Yeah, we figure things out. That's what we do. Is what we have always been good at. Sorry, I'm just ready to go, man.
Hey, you're excited. You're ready to take home that $125,000 later. And if I remember correctly, he might be one that's going to celebrate if he wins later.
Absolutely, we will celebrate. We'll spend all that celebrating. We won't even keep it. We'll just burn it.
Craig Sullivan coming up here next. Sully had an exciting pass in the previous round, round number 1. Big 49 Merc all the way over by the center line, if I recall. He had to drive the wheels off of that one to get around Jacob McNeil, and was able to do so. McNeil having some issues all said and done, but now has a really tough matchup once again with Ty Tutterow.
Yeah, Tutterow not having any issues first round.
No.
Went out there and won one of the cars, running 360s. He had an issue early in qualifying, but he's been flawless since.
Yeah, put a 364 on the board. 042 light. Sully was an 026 light. Might make up some here. He did not make up anything, and Sully was 012, and he was second to leave. Ty Tutterow, .0005 5 to the good, and then runs a 365 on top of that to take the win.
We talked all day about the bracket racing guys coming out here putting together great packages. How about a 0005, 5 10,000ths on the tree, and a 65 with an O.
You're 012 and you're second.
Yeah. I mean, Craig didn't do anything wrong. Ran
No.
373 with a 12 light. Okay, we're good. No, not with Ty Tutterow doing that to you. Wow.
Exciting.
As we go later rounds and the runs get better and better, that 125,000 dangling out there, these guys are stepping their games up.
Jimmy Taylor and Kurt Stedding coming up here next. And quite possibly the biggest upset of round 1 was Jimmy Taylor here with the turbo car. So much fun to watch him stage this thing, of course. It's just an absolute animal. But the Madman alongside had some issues, was not able to get to the finish line under power. Certainly the favorite of the 2 cars. But on race day, it doesn't matter what it looks like on paper. You got to come out here and make it happen. And Jimmy Taylor was able to do so. Now he'll line up alongside Kurt Stedding.
Yeah, we thought he was the underdog against Frankie Taylor. Well, Stedding won the last race here 2 weeks ago. You're still the underdog.
Stedding qualifying number 9 with a 365.
Tommy, you talked a little bit about how that turbo can be a distraction for the guy in the other lane.
Yeah, this is the only turbo car we have in the field, and the stage of the car is a lot different than the blown cars, and he has to put the trans brake on, bump, build the boost up in the thing, and then bump it in, and it's not an easy thing to do. You can see him jump and lurch when they're trying to stage it, but the other car's got to judge. You know, you can go in there rolling. Now the turbo car, you can see already. He bumped right in, rushing the turbo car.
Man, I'll tell you, Jimmy Taylor driving the wheels off of that thing. He's going to come up a little bit short, but man, was he driving that car. It's incredible, too, by the way, how fast it is. He went 217 earlier this weekend, goes 213 here. Unfortunately, will not get the win. 025 at the starting line, 024 for Stedding. So both cars really good up there, but Stedding puts a 368 on the board and gets the win.
Yeah, this thing, if you didn't bring a 360 to this round, you were probably going to go home. And then we saw it again right here. That turbo car making a hard left, but did a great job pulling it back. Look at it pick the front end up. Just great job by Stedding team.
Exciting car to watch.
Ty Tutterow, you had that reaction time dialed in. It's very crucial in this sport. What do you do to master it?
Repetition. It's all repetition, whether it's with a practice tree or just making laps in a race car. I competitively drive this car and for Justin Smith and his family. And then I also do test driving for Sheikh KH Altani of Qatar. I get to pilot some of his hot rods every once in a while when drivers can't make it for test sessions and stuff. So just practicing and repetition and just getting up against somebody good like Craig. He's an awesome racer, and he's always on the tree, so you just got to be ready to be there when he's there.
Well, you were ready. Congratulations, Ty, on a great run.
Stay right here. IHRA competition coming right back from Durana Dragway. Back here in Milan, Michigan at the Durana Dragway, and we're ready to get back to the next round of competition.
Jeff Rudolph is joining me here in the pits. And Jeff, I want you to tell us a little bit about the Ghetto Sleigh and how it got its name.
The Ghetto Sleigh got its name probably about 2 years ago. It used to be Rudolph's Sleigh. My last name's Rudolph, so it's always been Rudolph's Sleigh. We banged it up pretty good in Florida one time, and somebody comes over to the car and they're like, man, this thing looks ghetto. And I'm like, I think we're onto something here. I think we're going to start calling it the Ghetto Sleigh. So it kind of stuck, and we've been with it for a while now. So.
And what would it mean to you to win the $125,000?
It would mean a lot. The most we've won so far is about 20 grand, and that was at the Keith Haney Duck race about a month ago, the SmackDown. But I told these guys, we win this $125,000. There's a casino on the way home, and we're going to do some damage.
All right, guys. Well, Jeff, the Sheriff Rudolph is looking forward to taking home that cash, and this is Beyond the Track with Kayla Zadell.
There's some RPMs for you. She lights up the back tires with a screw blower car, and Pro Charger car on the other side with flat hood, or all but flat hood, I should say.
Would you call that candy apple red?
Yeah, pretty close to it, yeah.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah.
It's a good looking shade of red. Good looking race car.
Number 2 against number 7 in terms of qualifying. As we talked about, we know Harris's car can throw the number down. We'll see if he steps up and chases it. Out-qualified her one night ago. Went a 3.608, so it's a hot rod.
She was swinging for the 50s and just missed a little bit and had to give up the run.
Clash of the Titans, that's where we're at here. Quarterfinals, Pro Mod, $125,000 on the line. Reaction time advantage by a bunch going to our winner. Callie Mills gets after it at the starting line. 009 goes a 363. It's what you guys were talking about. Just do it again. But she got better at the starting line. And then an 031 light for Jason Harris, certainly right there, and goes a 368.
Yeah, there we go again. 360s, a bunch, but 009 on the starting line, and she's focused. She wants this win. You can tell she does. 2 weeks ago, she ran really, really well and had a red light late in the day, so she's looking for a little revenge, and she's on her game today.
Next pair will be Jeff Rudolph and Ken Q. Quartuccio having a great day out here as well, and just one of those guys that seems to be able to drive whatever he gets inside of. We'll find out if he can make it to the semifinals. Wanted to thank some people, Ken and Denise, who own Eastside Transport, his 4 kids, Kelsey, Kenny, Kyle, and Caitlin, and we can't forget about crazy Uncle Denny. Everybody's got crazy Uncle Denny.
He's the fun uncle, right?
He's the fun uncle.
Isn't he the one that shows up at Christmas?
Oh, he's always there at Christmas, and usually Thanksgiving. Yeah, a couple of great cars here. Number 3 qualifier, number 6 qualifier. The Sheriff, Jeff Rudolph, good here today, qualifying in that number 3 spot. Ken Q in the number 6 spot.
Jeff took that nickname, the Sheriff, because he liked Marvin Harrison, former wide receiver great for the Indianapolis Colts, used it, and he thought it was pretty cool, so he went with it. And he also remembered Eddie Murphy using it in 48 hours.
360,
good nickname.
368 the previous round for Rudolph, 369 for Ken Q.
Gonna have to go better than 363 if they want lane choice for the next round.
Reaction time advantage would have been to Rudolph in the previous round with an 026 light. He was right there. Ken Q not far off in an 040. Ken Q in the near lane. Rudolph in the far.
A little staging deal. There we go.
How about that?
When he takes that position here now, Corey Bailey, that means they're ready to launch.
And the Pro Charger car is going to pull up here just a little bit short. Nice pass at a 366 and an 020 light, but Ken Q got after it here. Will not have lane choice. You were talking about that before as she put a 63 on the board, but a 364, a very competitive effort. That's going to be a great semifinal run.
Reaction time's only a couple thou difference. Right down the racetrack, 64 to a 66, 200 difference. What a great drag race, man.
Awesome. Let's go to Kristen Banks, top end.
Callie Mills, 363. You're going to get lane choice with that. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to say you've been all weekend. You've been humble but confident. What is it about this mindset you have?
I just concentrate on what my job is and what my team's job is, and that's what we're going into this thing. doing, and just staying in our lane, doing our thing, doing what we know we can do, not worrying about other people. Because when we worry about other people, that's when things go wrong and we get in our heads and things like that. So I'm confident in my car, my guys, my team. So that's where my confidence comes from, I would say.
Well, congratulations, Callie, and we look forward to seeing you in the semis.
Okay, one more thing. Also, I would like to say a special mention to Fat Cat Mike White, my dad, out at the racetrack. They watched me grow up. He actually passed away this morning, so we're racing in memory of him today.
I'm sorry about that. Prayers go out to their family. Thank you so much.
Racing with a purpose. She's doing a fabulous job, too, as our next pair come up here. It's going to be Ty Tutterow and Robin Roberts. Another big clash of the Titans here. Just the way it goes when you get down to these lower rounds and these final rounds inside of this category. Ty Tutterow, a 364 in round 1, 365 in round 2. Robin Roberts had to pick it up. He had a 372 in round 1, but then got busy and actually has lane choice here with a 363 in the last round. 0-11 light to Ty Tutterow's 000 reaction time. Does that get in his head, and now he pulls back a little bit? He's very close to red.
Yeah, that's pretty close. You got to just put it out of your mind, go up there and do it again, do the same thing. Like Callie was just talking about. Go up there and do the same thing. But that is awful close. It was down to the 10,000ths.
5 10,000ths. Number 4, number 5 qualifier. Oh, man. Big moment for Ty Tutterow. Had to get out of the throttle, turn the car completely sideways, and it's going to go to Robin Roberts. 363 backs up that 63 that he just put on the board in the previous round. Nice lap there for him. 208 miles per hour.
Well, we talked about how Robin Roberts' car has been so consistent, making nice runs. It was off a little bit first round, but whatever it was, they figured it out.
Yeah, and he didn't touch it. Come right back here and make him beat me.
Well, you can see Ty Tutterow's car go a little bit to the left when it left the starting line. Tried to pull it back, shook the tires, had to give it up.
And so it goes, and so we go back up to the top end with Kristen.
Ken Q, nice pass there. They didn't get us an awning yet, but guess what? He's doing another interview. I talked him into it. All right, next round, you're going against Callie Mills. It's not going to be an easy matchup. What kind of changes do you need to make, or what are you going into the next round?
I mean, we just got to keep doing what we're doing. We got to keep trying to get the car faster. Compared to yesterday, I mean, we're leaps and bounds better than yesterday. So I'm very proud of the crew. I'm proud of the guys. Steve Petty is doing a great job tuning it. And now it's down to anybody. I mean, really, the last 4 cars, hopefully they let us race in the dark and turn the lights on, because that would be nice. And I think it'll be anybody's race from there.
Completely agree. We look forward to seeing you in those semifinals later. That's Ken Q.
You're going to like this next pair here, Tommy, as we look at those previous runs. If you look at what Kurt Stedding, as the burnouts are still being done here, if you look at what Kurt Stedding has done, he put a 368 on the board in round 1. He put a 368 on the board in round 2. Randy Weatherford, a 366 on the board in round 1, a 366 on the board in round 2. Talk about 2 really consistent cars. And this is what we talked about in our open, right? How there's a handful of cars in this field that have been going right down the racetrack, man, doing the same thing over and over again. And this is when it really, really gets tough.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there with Kurt Stedding. He was a little late in the burnout. He did a real short burnout not to hold up Weatherford here. So hopefully there's nothing wrong over there and they got it all solved. But it was not the normal routine for Kurt.
Ken, it's not just that they're putting down consistent laps. They're putting down very quick, consistent laps in crazy temps.
Randy Weatherford, double 04 light last time out. Kurt Stedding, not bad either, 024. He's right there. But Randy a little bit better at both ends of the track. We'll see if he can back that up here. It's going to be tough.
We talk about somebody with confidence in their car. That's Randy Rutherford right now.
Oh, man. It pulled Kurt's car through the lines. And unfortunately, that one was over before it began. 363 with a 7 for Randy Weatherford as he picks up 0.03 of a second. Yeah.
Man, it's a bummer for him. That's been a great race car for the last couple weeks. And but Randy Weatherford, another run right down the racetrack, 363.
With a
goes
7.
up against Roberts, 363 with a 7. Weatherford, 363 with a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Welcome to the semis.
Robin Roberts just ran a 363. Now you're going up against Randy. He just ran a 363. This is going to be a tight semifinals. How are you going to get it done?
Man, everything on this race is going to depend on the tree. It's also going to depend on who can get the best tune out of that last round to get that little more, just a couple few ounces out of it to catch up. I'm just super proud of our team to be here in our first big Pro Mod deal. We tried the Winter Series, but that car was like brand new, and we knew we couldn't do any good. But here we are, where we really kind of figured it out. To be in the semifinals with guys like this that are so good, it's a big deal for us, and I'm just happy to be here. We're gonna try and take the whole thing home. Why not?
Well, congratulations on a great run, and we look forward to seeing you in the semis.
Thank you.
That's going to be a great race. And let's go down to Sarah Daly.
Joined now by Kurt Stedding. You said you're not quite sure exactly. I'm sure you have to go back to the pits and break it all down, but can you explain what happened out there?
Yeah, I mean, we turned these cars around so fast. There was some kind of air leak going on. They got the air leak fixed right away, but something else is going on. We're going to take it back to pits, figure it out, but that's part of drag racing right there.
Yeah, like I heard you say that when you get out of the car. Clearly your crew a little frustrated, but that is understandable, and that's part of drag racing, right? You got a 32-car field.
It is. So much stuff can happen. There's no reason to get mad about it. We'll just be back out next time.
Well, the positive confidence is very encouraging. So great weekend, and we'll see you right back here next time.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
He's making it look easy. It is anything but easy to keep your composure like that, but it is a great lesson for the young people, the other people that are watching to see how to handle that.
It's a very frustrating thing to do, to lose, and kind of out of your hands. You didn't screw up. It's just a mechanical failure. It's frustrating. You want to go out there and do your best.
And let's go back up to the top end and find the other half of that semifinal battle that just put a 63 on the board with Kristen.
Yeah, Ken, we're excited about this next matchup. Randy Rutherford, Robin Roberts. How are you going to get that final push and make it to the finals?
Oh, God, I mean, I got to run him, so, I mean, I got to be a little bit more quick on the tree and stuff, but, you know, I've got a good car. He's got a good car. Whoever can tune it a little bit better, you know? So it's time to tune it up.
Y'all just heard it right here. It's time to tune it up. Randy Weatherford, we look forward to seeing you in the semis.
Stay right here. IHRA competition coming right back from Durana Dragway. The next pair are staged up here at Durana Dragway. Let's go racing. So our guys at Speed Sport threw up a poll a little while ago to see who the fans out there watching on Speed Sport 1 think is going to take home the $125,000 prize tonight. With 54%, it's Miss Mills.
How about that?
Callie Mills.
Callie started racing at 8 years of age in the junior dragster program, proving that the ladder system does work. Car owner Paul Hayden has given her a good hot rod. Good look at her right there in the near lanes. In the near lane, I should say. Top bulb's on. All right, let's go. Who's going to the final for 125 grand? Red light. 0-11 for Ken Q. A 008 for Callie Mills. But I believe she had issues right off the bat, right? She would have drove it down through there.
You almost always have to have a lucky round. You can't be perfect all day long. And right there's her lucky break. Ken going red, her having an issue. But you know what? She's going to the final for $125,000.
The ratings just went up.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, I can see her car pick the front end up, going to the left, shake the tires, and had to get out of the throttle. That's what you call a lucky round.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was in trouble early on. This is number 6 and number 5 qualifiers come out here. And, yeah, I talked about that 008 light for her, but, well, whatever. She knows she's good on the tree.
She was ready, but the car wasn't. So next time we got to get them both on the same page.
Next up will be Robin Roberts. He is the number 5 qualifier. Lined up in the near lane. Randy Weatherford, your number 1 qualifier. 360 with a 7. The difference in qualifying, just about 0.03 of a second, a little bit less than that. So again, both very, very fast cars, both very, very capable here. 021 light last time out for Robin Roberts, 034 for Randy. Randy said, the top-end interview with Kristen, he was going to pick up the pace.
Yeah, he's going to have to. I mean, 363.7, 363.7. Went down to the 4th digit to see who had lane choice for this round. And I mean, you can't get any closer.
And he got that by 0.3 of a thousand.
Yeah,
you
don't get any closer.
Well, with that said, I don't think there's much of a difference here for the lanes. It's just your preference, right?
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, we saw Callie have a problem over there in the left lane. I doubt it's the racetrack. Well, we're about to find out if it is or not.
Talked about Robin Roberts. He's had a great couple of great runs over here with the IHRA, current ET record holder. Left too early. Left too early for Robin Roberts. Too early by 29 thousandths. 026 light for Weatherford, and he's right back where he qualified. With that said, Robin Roberts was quicker. 3.602, and will lose because of the red light to a 3.605.
You don't think those two cars are evenly matched? I mean, wow. Both 63 last time, both 6-0 this time. All came down to the Christmas tree, just a hair too early for Robin Roberts. Randy Weatherford going to the final 2 weeks in a row.
And this time, it'll be against Callie Mills. Speaking of Callie, let's go up and talk to her.
Callie Mills, first of all, congratulations. You made it to the finals. Ken hit that red light. We're not going to say you got lucky, but you did a little bit. But, hey, you've been putting in the work all day, and we're going to see you in the finals. How are you feeling going in?
Well, I have to say I was a little bit angry at first, but then I was like, did I go red? Or, like, what's going on? When I saw my win light on, I'm like, okay, so I won. So I had, like, a whole roller coaster of emotions. But, my car owner's wife, Jeannie, found a 4-leaf clover yesterday, and it's actually sitting on the dash of the car. So I think that was our lucky little thing that we needed. But good thing is I don't have to pack the chutes for the finals, so that makes my job a little bit easier. But I have no doubt that Lee and them my team won't have this car ready to go for the finals, and we'll make a good clean pass against Randy. Big thank you, Redline Oil, American Pride Golf Carts, Quick Performance, Baskin Truck Cells, Goodridge, Renegade Race Fuels, Stroud Safety, Larry Jeffers Race Cars. Without them, we couldn't be here, and to put them in the winner's circle tonight would be an outstanding accomplishment for me. So, looking forward to it.
And Randy Weatherford also making his way around up there to the top end. I'm sure Kristen will track him down here in just a couple of moments. Yeah, it should be a great final round. We'll find out how that goes down. 026 light puts a 60 on the board.
Outstanding run.
Up to Kristen.
Up here with Randy. Randy, you're going up against Callie Mills in the finals. What's going to set apart the winner?
Reaction, probably. And ET a little bit, but I think it's all going to come down to reaction.
How can you go into the pits right now and dial in your reaction time?
Just focus when I get up there. I mean, that's the key, focus, be calm. Running him, it's pretty tough, but, you know, I've had two go red on me all of a sudden. So, must be something in that lane, I don't know.
Hey, we'll see. Maybe it'll happen in the finals for you.
Maybe what happens.
Well, that's Randy right there. We'll see him later in the finals.
Stay tuned. Right here, we'll have more from Duranta Dragway and IHRA after these words. Welcome back to Duranta Dragway. We're here in Milan, Michigan, and we are ready to get back to the racing action on the 8th mile.
Yeah, now let's talk about some cash. $125,000.
Hey, just so you guys know, our fans watching on Speed Sport 1 think Callie has a 65% chance of beating Randy Weatherford, who they only give a 34% chance to.
Oh, you might as well just back up.
Yeah, that was all done in our IHRA.TV chat. That's what the fans think.
Well, she struggled last time out here. That car was not happy. She got away with one. Ken Q red lit right beside her, and she'll get another chance here. However, that car in the other lane, the far lane for Randy Weatherford, has not stumbled all day long. 366, 366, 363, 360.
Will we see the 350 we've waited for all weekend? This certainly could happen in this final. The conditions are there.
Conditions are there, right?
And if you're going to win 125 grand, it might take a 50.
And she's really, really good. I mean, there's no way he lays up short against her. He's going to give it all it's got. And Callie Mills got that car back together this time. Unfortunately, it will not be enough, but boy, what a drag race here. She got beat at the starting line just a little bit and at the finish line just a little bit. 16 thousandths the margin of victory, and 024 Lighty goes 3.601. Congrats to Randy Weatherford, $125,000. On the other side, Callie, an 038 Light missed it just a little bit here in the final round, but goes a 360 with a 4 within 3 thousandths of a second on the ET between the two cars. Amazing.
Yeah, both drivers doing a great job on a starting. A 24 to a 38. Those are great lights. A 60 with a 4 to a 60 with a 1. Outstanding drag race. Going down the track, you couldn't tell who was ahead. Man, what a race. 125 grand. You wouldn't expect anything less.
We weren't sure if she was going to be able to get her head back in the game mentally. She did, Tommy. She delivered everything she had to do as a driver. He was just a tick better, as was his car.
Honestly, these are probably the two best cars we had out here all weekend, and then they squared off in the final round.
And hats off to that crew making the adjustments that they needed to give her the confidence to get back out there, do her job as well. But Randy Weatherford, man, he has been on the mark, our #1 qualifier, and drives it right
I want
to
to
the
see
winner's
how
circle.
happy he is this time.
Yeah.
Randy Weatherford, you were the fastest qualifier this weekend. You just put down a 3.60 with a 1. Now, could you ever imagine that you would win $125,000 doing what you love?
No, I want this right here. This is life. When you win one, it's for life. Nobody can take it away from you. That's what I want.
No one can take that Ironman away from you. Now, you got to go celebrate. How do you plan on celebrating this Ironman?
Go win an auto race. That's the only way you can celebrate, is win one more.
That'll close things up here at Duranta Dragway. For Kayla, Sarah, Kristen, TJ, and Ken, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long from the IHRA.